Hello, everyone. This is This War of Mine. I've played the original campaign and I'm going to do stories. The chosen episode I am on right now is Fading Embers. Now, if you don't know, this game came from 13-Bit Studios, who are also the guys that did Frostpunk 1 and Frostpunk 2, and the new upcoming game, Alters, is also by them. But this was before all of that. This was, I think, the first game they released, or one of the first games they ever released. Yeah, it's brutal. It really is brutal. And I've played this one once before. This story, I have done it, but I have not secured an ending that was suitable. I basically messed everything up and lost everything. So I need to do it again and do it correctly. Thankful. Wow, this intro is quite slow, so I can take my time and explain what's going on. We're civilians in a war-torn city, just trying to survive in the dead of winter. Sound familiar? Yeah, this is probably where they got the idea for Frostpunk, because you just got to keep the heater going, and as long as the heat stays on, people don't get sick and no one dies. Biggest issues on this game that I'm facing is food, which costs so much when the traders come. They want so much for a small amount of food. Yeah, those who tried. Number two, heat. So wood is a thing. So almost every single raid we do at night, we have to get wood of some sort, because plastic is just it. They want 4 plastic to burn for 1 fuel, or 1 piece of wood for 1 fuels. But the problem is your backpack size. Your backpack will not hold more than a couple of items. I think it's 10 tops. Come on, dude. You can make it. Get up. I need the story to progress, so get up. You can zoom out. You can zoom in. But yeah, I will say this much. For PS5, the combat is a little janky. It's not a game where you're running and gunning. You can do that, but really you want to hide in the shadows, essentially, and stab someone in the night with an axe. Lovely. Lovely, I know. Come on. In you go. Yeah. Out to the snow and the rain. So there's a bit of, yeah, Fading Embers. And you can see this is the whole, like, MO, and this is how Frostpunk came into being, because they thought, hey, we've got this whole chapter where we're just trying to keep the heat alive and keep people alive in snowstorm. They gotta manage heat, they gotta manage food. Hey, let's base a game around that. Because that was really challenging, so how much more challenging can we make it? Oh yes, let's make Frostpunk 2. So, and Frostpunk. So, you know, it's difficult. Right, let's get on with it though. Yep. Making life even more difficult. People trying to survive. Shelter and sniper fire, starvation, and now extreme cold. Anja was struggling every day, and now she's got to take in this guy and take care of him. The postcards will blink occasionally. Like right now, I've got the postcards up, and you can switch between different people. So I can see very hungry, severely ill, slightly wounded, recovering. So I'll need food at some point. And he's got stuff of value, but for some reason we won't pick that up right now, even though that's... I think that's actually on the floor out on the right, not outside. So we got these... here we go. Grandpa's old workshop. So we got these areas we can go into and junk we can sort of like look through. But as well as that, we have the old art, which we can actually burn for fuel. We can choose to burn it for fuel if we want to. But we don't want to because we want to keep memories, I suppose. So you can see like all the art behind, and all of that we're trying to protect, but at the same time we need to stay alive. So a picture or a carving might be sentimental value, but it's like 6, you can burn it for 6 wood, and that's huge. Like 6 kindling, that's ridiculously large. And that will supply us for a long time. So yeah, it's that struggle to keep the art and stop it from burning, keep everyone alive, and keep everything safe. As the story progresses, for this story there is a bit more to it than this, and I know that from previous playthroughs, but it's still incredibly challenging. Like, you get to places and you think, well, there's loads of food here, but if I take it, I'll be technically stealing from someone who doesn't really have much to start with. And then maybe later on you'll find, like, I found another area where people were essentially had a lot of stuff, but I had to sneak around to grab it, you know? So, all of that, please. This was the archive. So yeah, 3 wood, but it's the most cherished piece in her collection, but we can make fuel out of it. We can make fuel out of the art or the carvings, not the necklace, but still, you know, it's useful. Or the watch, you know, it's something that we could, yeah, sentimental value to her in particular. Or it's, you know, something, it's part of the heritage and we want to hold on to it. So yes, we need a lot of this, but on the other hand, we also need to start planting soon. So I need rotten tomatoes, really. There's a trader that comes every now and again. You can't really guarantee when he'll come, but he does. I don't really need to shut the doors, I just like to. Come on, in and shut. Come on. Movement's a little bit harsh in this, I will say that. Right, so this is my main crafting area, and I can build things from here. We're definitely going to need a food source. So that's key number 1, is getting the food together. And that's basically, yeah, we got stuff in the fridge, but we can cook more efficiently here. We can make soup or food or cereal or whatever. It's a bowl of steaming food, which is good. In the night, we can get attacked by raiders, and they will steal things sometimes. Unless we've got someone on guard, but right now he's, you know, too ill to guard anything. Some areas will be like that, where they'll expect a lockpick to get in, but I kind of prefer to make a crowbar at this point. And then as things progress, what we really need is an axe. Because an axe, you can chop down furniture. There's my tomato. You can chop down furniture with the axe. You can chop down anything, and it's just an infinite supply of wood. So this is on 4 right now, and we need to keep it, yeah. So as 10 is maximum temperature, we're at 7. We can't really go below 5. as with Frostpunk, there is a bit of wiggle room, and we don't have to keep going with the same stuff all the time. We can just do a little bit and let it go down a little bit. So we've got plenty of wood right now, but that will not last because I need to make that. Which can go there, let's face it, that can go there. It's pretty chilly, but it's still not terrible. And basically what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to make a crowbar, which will take up one slot, which will allow me to get into these cupboards and break through doors and break through cupboards. It is quite noisy, so we can't do it if there's enemy factions around because they'll hear it. And that's useful for when I go outside, when I go out in the night, and I'll show you that later. But for now, we need a crowbar, which takes plastic, which we don't have. Can we make food? Need wood for food. We'll have to do that for now. Two wood in here, make some food, give it to him, otherwise he won't survive. So yeah, soup, there we are, or whatever that is. Food, but stew, maybe, who knows. Meat stew. And we'll give it to him. So, when it's food made up like that, it can't be stolen. Which is why, if you've got any food, you want to turn it into that as soon as possible. Otherwise, people will just steal the raw food out of your fridge and be like, hey, you got food, I'm gonna take it. Something out there, what is that? Oh yeah, that's water. That digging up snow and boiling it will turn it into water. But if you're smart, you can find water along the way. Alright, let's do it. I really didn't want to have to, but kinda got no choice. And that uses up that lockpick, so it's now gone. Oh yeah, and we need to do that. Let's make the crowbar first. Yep. Because we'll need that. And now we've got that tomato, which we can plant to make veg in the garden. We've got also room for more food if we need to. So we'll probably make that as well. Temperatures drop to 5 and we'll need wood for that. So going out hunting, you know, for stuff tonight, we'll need wood for sure. We'll need plastic for sure because we used up that. Alright, so now we'll have a crowbar in the inventory. Stranger needs drugs. Yes, he does. And we need 2 wood for that, which I can make now. We'll cook this for 2 food. Just before the night, because otherwise we might get raided, and we also have to plant that tomato for more food in the ground. Alright, that's started, so we're not gonna lose that. We can come back to that, and we need to get this planted now. Leaving is in, I think it's 7? 6? No, it's 8. More water. Alright, yeah, it's 8 o'clock and we need to get back now. Come on. Let's cook. We're not going to get this done in time. Don't think so. There's one. It's going to turn to 50. Just got that done. Okay, the night. So we could go to neighbor's house or construction site. I know what's at the neighbor's house. If you go to the neighbor's house right now, he'll demand wood. We have none, and we can't afford to send anyone out. We can't put this guy on guard because he's still severely wounded, severely ill. So, just gonna take this, the crowbar, and scavenge. These areas do tend to change each time. So I'm just gonna grab what wood I can. good for trading. Plastic. Down we go. Don't need any of that yet, although that is good for trading. We're gonna need wood more than anything else. So I can sneak like this, where I'm walking slowly. If I push a bit more on the pad, I will run. Right now I'm just gonna sneaky sneak. And it's gonna say, yeah, there's some useful parts inside, but we need to saw. Also, I have a limited time. I don't have much time to scavenge here, so we got to get in, we got to grab what we need, and we got to get out. And we got to be very careful about what we pick up, because we need to make sure that, you know, look through doorways to check if there's anyone around before making a move. The worst thing you can do is come across a soldier who will just shoot you and go, hey, you're not meant to be in here. He might chase you out, or he might just grab his gun and start firing. That's food, that's important. That's tradable goods, which is also important. We've got a tomato already, so let's put that back. Tomatoes are good for growing veg, as you saw earlier. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good for trade. We need water as well. And this is where the trade-off comes, because that's good for trade, that's good for trade, but right now I think the alcohol, the moonshine, is going to be better for trade. We've got cigarettes, which are also going to be good for trade. We need the plastic and we need water, so we need more water. We can carry 10 water, so let's carry as much water as we can, because we'll probably need it. This was tomato, wasn't it? Yeah. That was a costly mistake. Can't get across there. There's a place further up. Let's see if we can grab what we can. Yes, more food, please. Cogs help with, like, upgrading, building, that sort of thing. We can also do this thing where we hide. I've just flipped down with the D-pad to toggle attack mode, so I can leap out of the shadows with a crowbar if the worst comes to the worst and someone comes at me. Alright, so I'm seeing some red circles up there. There was a red circle, so there is someone above me. Right now they don't know I'm here, and I'd like to keep it that way because I don't know what they're going to be like. So there's 2 people in there. Just sort of keeping warm and getting drunk by the looks of it. So now I could do that. Bash the door open, but that would be noisy, so let's just walk slowly. And be very, very quiet. I didn't see anyone up here earlier. Okay. I think I can get this side, yeah. Time is still good. And again, we're looking for... See, I could have got 2 bullets there. That would have been helpful. We can't really get through there, but that's fine. We're going to go back up. And see what else we can get in terms of water. But I've got to be careful, because they're still down there. No, all good. Alright. What's in here? More food, excellent. More water, even better. Plastic as well. I feel like I'm gonna need a lot of woods, and I've got some, but probably gonna need more. I don't wanna wake these guys. So let's take the ladder. here. Nothing here. That's my way down, and I don't want to deal with it just yet, so instead, let's sneak back round, and we've got limited time, so we might have to run out of here. So let's do it. Let's go down the ladder. And run. Because we've now got limited time to make our exit, so let's just get going. And press run to the exit, and she automatically does it. The problem with run to the exit is it will run to the nearest exit, and if that path crosses enemies, it doesn't care. It will say, I will go past these guys to get out of here. So it's really, really difficult sometimes to run to the exit when there's people around. Because it will take the fastest route no matter what, and you might get shot. So weather's only going to get worse from here. And we need more wood. He looks severely sick. I am tired and hungry. Let us grab some food. And give this guy some food. He's hungry, I'm tired. So I need a bed soon, otherwise I'm gonna collapse. And I can't afford to do one yet because he's still severely ill and recovering. Yes, he needs pills, but we're not actually gonna give him any, because secret, we don't have to. Still need wood for a bed, so I can't really do that. Radio, don't really need that. Books, plastic, wood. Let's go 2 of those. And feed the heater, because it's only 3 degrees in here, and we need wood to go in the heater. So the other thing we can do is upgrade, which requires a lot. So you see like cogs there for upgrades, a lot of wood, a lot of plastic, and the traders that come by. And this is what I learnt in the first game. In the first part of this game, the trader comes by and the trader's like, hey, do you want some stuff? And I'm like, yes, give me all the wood and plastic you want, and then I'll go out in the night and I'll grab anything else and I'll trade it for you when you come around for wood and plastic. And that just meant that my pockets were able to be filled with food and this sort of stuff and other stuff that was more valuable. And then I was able to trade that more valuable stuff, like the moonshine, like the sugar, like the gunpowder, the electrical parts, although they're quite valuable to me. And I'm able to trade all that with the trader for plastic and wood. In the expansions, they were like, I know exactly what you're doing and how you're surviving this. Let's make this harder by taking those out of the equation. So the trader never has any plastic or wood in this version of the game, in the story version of the game, because they know exactly what you're doing. So instead of that, they introduced the whole like, oh yeah, I need to plant the tomato in the ground. They decided, you know, that's way too easy. We see what you're doing, so we're gonna make it harder by taking that away, basically. Right, 10 water is quite expensive. So instead, oh, someone's at the door. But we're gonna make veg out of this, which means when we go to cook, we'll use 1 meat, 1 veg, and we'll make 2 food instead of 1. Can get more snow from there to turn it into water with plastic and a filter, and again, that's quite difficult. Right. Who are you? My name is Melina. I was friends of family back in the day. Last time we met, last time we met, you were just a little child. Forgive me, but I don't know you. What brings you here? I'm in charge of the museum. I'm here to save our heritage and our future. I'm gathering pieces of our culture scattered and across the shelled city. Sounds like something her grandpa would approve of. I guess you really had to be friends. Oh yes, and I know you assembled a nice collection of our local art. Do you still have some of those pieces? Yes, our family collection I inherited it after my grandpa passed away. I'm trying to keep it safe, but that's not easy these days, especially when you need it for wood. What brings you here to me? Let me know if you need anything. He needs medicine, yes. So I'm gonna get the medicine off her, and all I have to do really is to keep him fed. I'll do my best, yes. Try not to, So now she's gonna bring me medicine for him. So I don't really need to bother about food. So I don't need to worry about food too much. Just need to keep temperature up, really. We still need wood. A lot of this is going to be sold. The problem now, of course, is that, well, we've got food, we've got wood to an extent, but without a second bed, Andra's gonna get really tired, really exhausted. She'll have to sleep on the floor, and we can't really afford to keep her on the floor. So the next, she's gonna stay tired all day. She's gonna go out tonight and still be tired, and then as soon as she's done with that, let's get 2 of those because we don't really need that much. Once she's well, she'll be too tired to work, or she will work and say no, I'm tired, and then stop and then start again and just complain like everyone did on Frostpunk. Oh, I can't work, I'm sick. I'm like, fine, let me shut this hospital and now you're gonna work. But we can't do that really. So the only way to get water is through a filter, and we need to build a filter and then we need to cook it here. The only way we can cook it is with a filter and wood. And again, wood requires either a book, full plastic, or wood. And sometimes it's almost worth doing the plastic route. But I'm gonna end the day early by hitting the end day button, because we've done everything we can. So if we go to the neighbor's house, he's gonna demand, I think it's 6 wood, which is gonna be tough to sort of scavenge together. We need to do that though, because he has stuff we need. But we're gonna go construction first. Not gonna take the crowbar, because we need the space. So I need plastic and I need wood. And I think there's a little plastic downstairs. We'll get it on the way out, maybe. I'm gonna risk entering that room with those 2 guys in it, because I don't know what to make of them, really. Let's take a bullet, because there was one later on which we could have taken. No. That's something else that's not great in this game is you've got to really be careful with your stick and tracking your character. It's a little bit clunky. It's showing its age. You've got to really point your character the direction you want them to go and really certainly with stairs going up and down, it can be, yeah, like I said, it can be quite difficult because your character goes a bit willy-nilly. Alright, they're in there. We'll get the stuff on the top first. He's not breathing. Doesn't need it anymore. Alright. That guy's dead, whatever he is. He died. Maybe I should have helped that guy? I don't know. Whoever was in there is dead now. Oh, I accidentally opened the door the other way. That guy's dead, and that guy doesn't care. So there was an interaction there that I missed, I guess. I don't know. I just thought they'd attack me if they saw me. And they didn't, so I don't know. Can I get up there? Yes. Coffee beans, that's always expensive and good to trade. If I want medicine or bandages, that's gonna cost me, but I shouldn't need it. Let's see what else we can grab. Another water. Okay, electrical parts, but plans for tunnels. Okay. That could be a way out of the city. There was stuff in there, but I can't get to it, it's locked. Alright, so we're about halfway through the day, the night. Got a lot of plastic this time, but no real wood. So we need to go up one and across, and then we can make it to the other side, and then we're going to drop back down, because I know there's more plastic down there. So we're going to cross here, and go down here. Drop here. And then here. I think there's something in here. Sugar. Quite literally. And what's in here? We got gun parts and gunpowder. Ciggies. And we can't get through there. Okay, let's run. We got nothing left really. So let's get out of here. So I'm thinking I should have interacted with that guy, whoever he was, and maybe try to help him. Maybe they wanted like wood, maybe would have held on a bit if I'd been there, but I just wasn't sure, you know, if they're going to attack me, and I never am. Everyone in this place usually wants to kill you. So I got some good stuff there. He's severely sick, hungry and recovering. Can we... We've got food on the go. Let's get food on the go. Now I'm very tired and I haven't really got... He's awake now and I can speak to him. But let's get some food on the go for Anja, first of all. And then we need to get more wood in the fire so that we can... He's just hungry. He's not very hungry yet. We need to talk to him. Using the D-pad there just to select what I want. My name is Ruben. They killed all of us. Yes. The synagogue. Torches. So he's awake, but he's not up yet. I woke up in a small house. I don't remember how I ended up here, but I had to thank her. He's awake and he needs medicine, and I need to wait for the other lady to come back so that she can have that. I can't really afford to go out tonight because I think very tired, and after this she will fall right asleep. So I thought I built that. Okay, I guess not. We need to, like, it's 0 degrees now. We need to get the wood in the fire, otherwise it is all over. Right. So we'll get the wood burning in the stove and keep the house warm again. Yes, he's just moaning that everyone's dead. I know moaning is the wrong thing to say, but you know, I get it, he's sick, but we need to get him up and around as soon as possible. Basically so that she can sleep. Right, fuel in the fire, 1, 2, 3. Can't go any higher than that, but that will heat the house. Keep everything going. Still electricity, the lights are on. There's no gas, I'm guessing. Like, you look around, like, some of these windows are boarded up to, like, help, but this is a wooden house, and looking around there's another one in the background which is, it's not exactly the Ritz, is it? It's not the best housing in the world. It's simply built. He's no longer wounded, he slept that off. He's no longer hugely starving. And we've got 2 food, which we can do later. Usually if anyone comes calling, they come calling before 12 or at 12. Usually after 1 o'clock, you know no one's coming calling and no one's arriving. So there's no point in sticking around because it's just not going to happen. Construction site's right over there. I can see it from here. A neighbor's house is just probably down the road. So we're going to end the day here and go into the night and go to... Oh, heavy bombing. We can't go anywhere. Yeah, they gotta sleep. Stay. That's another thing that happens. Oh, wow. We just have to keep an eye on her. He's coughing all the time, looks severely sick. Okay. And the bombing happens, which meant all of this is now in the way. So I could get a shovel, and that becomes easier to dig out. But, Alright, she just fell on the floor and slept on the floor. Maybe you should have left her on the floor for a bit to sleep, but... Just got to get some of this rubble cleared to get into the back area to secure the art, otherwise everything collapses. Meanwhile, this guy is still severely ill and hungry. And we're tired and hungry, but not severely tired and hungry. Yeah, this game is incredibly hard. Yeah, I'm too cold to do it. Yes, you'll complain about that, or I'm too tired to do it. It's 1 degree right now. Let's talk to this chap. Yes, the backpack. And he wants everything in the backpack kept safe. So now we box it and secure it. So we're gonna put everything in a box, put that box in the collection. And she's saying it's really important to him. I'm gonna add it to my collection. So we need to get him up and around so that she can use the beds, essentially, because we can't afford to make another bed. I wish we could, but we really just don't have the wood for it. So that is now secure. I'm glad. It's cold in here, yes. 0 degrees. Someone's at the door. We need to stop digging through that. Sort out the door. Hopefully she has medicine for him, and then he can start getting better. No, it's the trader. Let's talk to you first. Scare us into submission. Live day by day. So let's make a trade. So I need wood for a start. I need medicine. And I'm willing to trade moonshine. Try harder. Bullet. Didn't find the other one. Try harder. Tablet. Fine, we have a deal. What else can I grab from that? Water I need. That I don't really need. Gunpowder I'm not gonna need. Fine, we have a deal. Want to try harder. 1 plastic. Fine, we have a deal. Let's go with... We can't really afford to... And we can trade again if we want to. How much does food cost? What if we give coffee? No. No. Like, all of that for one thing there, it's just not worth it. We need the carrots and veg. That. Coffee. Fine, we have a deal. Try harder. We'll have to do it because... Alright, that'll do for now. Right, now we have food to make stuff with. Thought we got... Killing. Yeah, we got fuel from him. So why can't we make water? We need water. Damn. Let's carry on digging. We might find something at the end of this. Okay, we need to dig through this rubble. We need to get to what's on the other side. We need to... I think it's artwork and we need to secure that to keep it safe. We have snow, which we can boil with a filter into water. And we need to fill up the heater because we're at 0 degrees, about to turn into much colder weather. It's like right on the cusp of going into cold weather. So we need to get... Yep, there it goes. The red has gone and we're into cold weather. So now it's 0 degrees in the sense where it's actually cold. think this takes about an hour to dig through. I remember going to like places like this. Yeah, if only you had a shovel. If only we had wood for a shovel and didn't need to burn that wood so that we all survived. That would be great. As per usual with this, a lot of this is good until something bad comes along, so you just gotta be careful. But as well as that, you've got the added risk to your like characters going out at night. They could freeze to death, they could be hurt, they could like coming back hurt. You can usually bandage them up, and after a while, like the campaign you start off, the normal campaign you start off with 2 characters in a random location, and you just got to keep one at home and the other one like goes out and searches. Over time you like safeguard your property by building barricades, weapons, defending weapons, and then you usually have one guy go out in the morning, one guy go out at night, sorry, and one guy stay in and guard, and then in the morning both of them sleep until either someone knocks the door or yeah, there we are. I've got the artwork, so put into a box and secure it. And then the other one we also have to secure after this as well. So yeah, everything becomes about time management. Managing your time in this game is very important. So the fact that I didn't put that kindling in, I tried to cook with it, and then I couldn't cook with it, I didn't put it in, it's too late. I've still got to secure another box after this, and if there's time, then that needs to go to the heater. But meanwhile, this guy's getting sicker by the hour, and like the cold weather's not doing him any favors. So let's secure this. Come on. Yes, I know you're cold, but we've only got an hour left, and we need to get this done now. Because I think the snow actually damages this if you leave it out overnight, so it needs to be done like ASAP, and I didn't get a chance to because I was trading. Alright, I think maybe it's going to recognize that that's long enough. Supermarkets, harsh weather conditions. So let's go to the grandfather's, the neighbor's house, sorry, and scavenge here. Take all that. So the neighbor is in there. So the red flashing circle means there's someone in there, or it's a rat. And we don't really know what it is until you peer through a door, or have a look by barging through a door, or opening a door. If you trespass, some people are alright about it, sometimes they're okay, you really don't know. Other times they will say, oh, you know, go away, or I'll get out, whatever. And then sometimes they'll just pull a gun on you and start shooting, or a knife, or an axe, or anything. That symbol means I will have to steal, but she's shouting. I'm not gonna steal from him. That's locked. Should have brought the crowbar. Oh well. Need that to complete the set, and the only way to get that is to trade with this guy. See, he's burnt everything. He still needs more, and there's still chairs there, and a wooden ladder. He needs 6 wood. Give me a sec. So that is his request, to get some more wood, so we need to give him wood. So we could steal from him, which is going in here, taking this stuff, but we're not going to do that. Same here with the fridge. I think he's eating everything that's useful. There's plastic in there, worst comes to the worst. We could go through the main door, but you know, we've got everything we need to here. Let's just get out of here. He wants 6 wood. it's gonna be hard to get that. Especially with us nearly dying. Yes, it is gonna be difficult to gather food. Fuel. He's severely sick. Can we give him the tablets? No. I'm just gonna talk. So he talks about the Institute. And the Institute, I've been there before. It's rich in materials. But not much else. Very tired, very hungry. So it's -3 degrees now. We're in the red. Well, in the grey now. We're not warm at all. We need to eat. He needs to eat. I go out every night. And I need to give him food. So we're very tired, but we can still go out tonight. That's nearly done for veg, but we're not going to pick it yet. That's good. Someone's at the door. Does she have some tablets for me? Hopefully. Yes, I'd like to talk. Glad to see you're alive. Collection has been damaged during a bombing. Only part of the collection, the rest is safe. Listen, join me at the museum. So this is where the plot thickens. She wants us to abandon our house and go with her to the museum. So I brought you some food and meds for him. So that's going to be very useful, and that will hopefully get him back on his feet. But we really don't want to leave here. We don't want to stay here forever, but we don't want to leave here until we know we can move everything and him safely. So now the thing is to get him well by giving him the medicine. That's going to help him recover. And we'll also give him the tin of food. So that he can eat up a little bit and get full. And just in case we're raided, no one's going to steal that. Problem is, she's very tired now. Got 2 tomatoes, so we can replant that veg, but we need water, I think. So let's harvest it, because it's going to be done any second. I think we secured that box. It did count. We got it there. We'd started the action and it counted, so that's good. I wish there was a way to make her, sleep on the floor. I know that's harsh, but we've really got no choice. We need to get the fuel in. That's another thing we need to do. Come on, come on. Come on! Yes. Alright, we got 4 veg right there. That's huge. I never really bothered with this before. So we got that. We just need water to do that. So that's okay. So we need 6 wood for the guy. And we need, food for him, which I'm going to save one of those chicken parts because he needs food. I know that ahead of time. And we need 6 wood for him, and we need wood for ourselves. So we're gonna scrap the book. Yeah, I know you're cold. I know you're cold. I'm trying to help you here. This is what I always hated about Frostpunk. I'm trying to help you. So how many have we got? We have got one. One wood there, one kindling. And we need another 6. 2, 3, 4, 5 for him. 6, 7. It's gonna have to be 8 because we need some for ourselves and we need some for him. And this is where all my plastic goes. And even though you can carry 4 plastic, it all goes on this. But we've got our crowbar, and our crowbar will mean that we can pick just about any lock. We can defend ourselves a little bit when we're out and about in the world. Now the trick is not to let the fire go out, and I think it's about to. It's flashing like that, so it's about to go out. So let's get up there. We need 6. So she's talking about destroying something out of her collection in order to burn it. Five. There we go. Let's go with that for now. And that's going to keep the fuel burning for a little bit. We're going to make another 2. So we've got 4, 5, 6. That's going to be it. Yeah, I know you're cold. Hopefully the house is heating up. It's already back to 0 degrees. It's getting harder, but it's also getting hotter. So if you can just hold out. That's it. She's very tired. So now we need 6 for him and we've got 7. So we can afford to put one more in. And hopefully that's going to help Ruben downstairs get warm. And us stay warm. Because I think the one... Even though we put 3 in, there was 3 in, I think it's about to go down to 2. So there we are. Right. So temperature's going up to 2. Now we're gonna end the day and go to the night. Gonna go to our neighbor's house and we're gonna go with 6 wood and a bit of food. And I know from previous playthrough that he'll want food next, so we're just gonna do 2 birds with 1 stone. Especially since I know that my video is coming to an end. Yes, it's nearly been an hour, and it doesn't feel like it. Right, don't worry, Ruben. Sorry, my neighbor. Yes. Tioto? I've got the stuff for you. There we go. Fuel request fulfilled. And now I can take the record collection, which is cool. And that will add to the art collection inventory. So you can heat your place. Taito. Yes, there you go. Have some food. So now Taito has fuel and he has food. And he has everything he needs. So it's all good. And I should have brought my crowbar, because then I could have got out through the door and got that stuff out there. But we're going to end it there. And I'll see you in the next video, and we'll see what we can do next, really. And I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.